primarily a music genre that was made in the Netherlands, and it's I guess is hard kicks, which makes it hard style, and leads. They've got really good leads, and that's the type of emotional music that I listen to. And some might describe it as the funny loud bangs and booms, but it's really good to work out to that music because it's just, well, like I said, loud bangs and booms, and it's some sort of primal instinct within, I guess, us that makes listening to just drums really good. Like, it's not necessarily drums like if you were to get instrument instrument drums, but like percussion, like if you were to get four on the floor kick beat, duh 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 duh, and just distort that. It's kind of like mm, just really angry music. It's emotional to some extent somehow, and it's very popular, and it's evolved into different kinds of music. And so some people have decided to call these subgenres of hardstyle harder now. There's also something that might tick off a few of the people if they're a hardstyle fan, because that hardstyle is a subgenre of hard dance. Um, but harder styles is stuff like raw style or euphoric hardstyle or I God knows what else. But it's basically going from that really melodic or less just a regular amount of melodic music to something that's either completely barren and instead of using really beautiful melodies and leads and chords, just screeches, or even more beautiful melodies and chords and not maybe a few screeches. Um, and so basically, because it's in the Netherlands, uh, it stayed there. It stayed there for quite a while, spread all over the world. But each year, um, there's a company called Q Dance, and they hold a festival called DEF CON 1. And basically, I need to stop saying basically. Um,
It's
Once a
alright,
year,
sorry.
for like a weekend, they gather around in one place. They had it in Chile, they had it in Australia, and mostly in the Netherlands. They just sit there and listen to loud bangs and booms for 4 days. And it's a very popular one with around 100,000 guests per year.
Ooh, that's a lot. Sorry. Go ahead, sorry, it was just a lot of guests.
Mm.
You know, you said you gotta stop saying basically. I think that's to do with me that I kind of overuse that, but yeah, hardstyle. I've listened to hardstyle before. I think actually that my sister, right,
Mm.
Laura. I've said this for like the fourth time, but yeah, she's actually quite into um, she's actually quite into EDM, which is kind of like, it sort of has like those hard, loud booms and bangs, what we were saying. Sort of has that, but
Yeah.
it's not entirely hard style, I guess. Well, I could be wrong, but yeah, that's sort of what she likes. And yeah, that's sort of it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I've listened to it before, and you probably got me into it, but yeah, I think actually quite like guess I guess we could segue it into some hard bass now. I think not to regurgitate, but I'm pretty sure I talked about hard bass a long time ago, and I did a music episode. I talked to a couple friends on one episode about Russian stuff, which was hard
Mm.
bass but turned into something more serious and to some extent. But yeah, Russian hard. But I was into that. I've been into that since late 2020. I think you've been into it since 2015, right? 2016, 2017.
2018, I think.
Ah, okay.
Late 2018, early 2019.
Oh yeah.
Mm. Um, and for a refresher, for the people in the audience, hard bass is a subgenre of pumping house, which was also, fun fact, invented in the Netherlands. Um, primarily listen to a subdivision of people in Russia, I guess, like a kind of like a gangster, but in Russia, and they're called gopniks, and they don't really exist anymore. But if it, they do still exist, but they won't be listening to hard bass, mostly like Russian rap and stuff. But hard bass was really popular in the '90s, and it used a donk, which was well from pumping house, and maybe for a few of the UK viewers if they're here, Scout House. Um, Both of those genres use donk. With I, it's a bass. It's an FM bass, and it's like a plucky sound. Um, and so one of the most popular hard bass songs that there is uh, Aparthe's Cheeky Breeky hard bass anthem, and I'd say that's a good uh, divider because there is, despite being one genre of hard bass, right? There's, I guess, more serious hard bass, and you've got the more meme hard bass. Um, no offense to like Yami or an Alan Aztec, but right now it's kind of meme hard bass. And if you went back like into the early 2010s, if you got Hard Bass School and Exist Project, that's more serious. DJ Bledman is somewhere in between the two because it's based upon the Slava Boo stereotype.